Namaskar, and wish us all a very, very happy Republic Day. I wanted to recite one of my favorite poems. I'm sure all of you all have heard it from Rabindranath Tagore, where the mind is without fear. Where the mind is without fear and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world has not been broken up into fragments of narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary desert sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever widening thought and action, into that heaven of freedom, my Father, my Mother, my God. Let my country awake. I wanted to share a couple of thoughts around Republic Day. For me, both Independence Day and Republic Day are these great reminders of the fact that we live in the world's largest democracy. And that in itself is a great gift to us. I'm a practicing HR person, and I see the value in the fact that we have such a vast population. They're all potential treasures for us to kind of really, really make an impact with to the rest of the world. Now, when I was just reading up a little bit around Republic Day, it was a great reminder to me that the Republic Day is all about the Constitution of India. It's about the formation of the Constitution of India. And of course, a proud moment for me to recollect while I was, reading from the old classes of history that we had 15 women contributors towards the creation of the Constitution of India. And perhaps that is what is making this Constitution so rich. But today, it's a real call to all of us to kind of come together to make this Constitution come alive. So let's just look at a couple of highlights. The Constitution primarily revolves around our fundamental rights. And I thought I would share them with you. That itself is poetry, right? So our Constitution guarantees six fundamental rights to Indian citizens, and they are as follows: the right to equality, the right to freedom, the right against exploitation, the right to the freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights, and the right to constitutional remedy. Isn't this just beautiful? I mean, it's such a reinforcement of what the freedom struggle was all about. And during at that time, I mean, what did they look towards creating? Something that looks at the basic life and dignity of every human being in this wonderful country of ours. With these rights, of course, come certain duties. And I suppose, in some way or the other, we've forgotten both. We've forgotten what our rights are and, working towards our rights and the preservation of those rights for each other. But definitely the duties, in some way or the other, we've been forgetting. So let's just revisit that. And there are 11 duties which are enlisted. So the first one is really to abide by the Constitution in itself and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. The second is to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspired our national struggle for freedom, which was an inclusive struggle. We had people from all walks of life working towards it, all genders, all religions. Yeah, to uphold and protect the sovereignty, unity of the and the integrity of India. And I love that word integrity. Um, and what a great reminder today for us. To defend the country and render national service when called upon to do so. And sometimes we expect that this calling would come in some kind of invitation, but this is a straight off call to all of us to render that service, to repair the fabric of what is happening in Indian society. um, and really no invitation needed. Yeah, we are called every day to really render that service, to promote harmony and the spirit of common brotherhood and sisterhood amongst all the people of India, transcending religion, linguistic, regional, or sectional diversities, to renounce practices of derogatory to the dignity of women. And I just love that. I know I slightly misquoted it because my reading skills are quite pathetic. But really, I mean, the call out there right in front of all of us, you see the rights and they're talking about equality for all. And then you're seeing this as duty, a real call out for dignity of women. Which again, if you just look at a lot of our ratings, a lot of our studies on what is happening with gender in India, uh, we are falling short. To value and preserve the rich heritage of our composite culture, to protect and improve the natural environment, including forests, lakes, rivers, wildlife, and to have compassion for living creatures, to develop the scientific temper, humanism, and the spirit of inquiry and reform, to safeguard public property and abjure violence, to strive towards excellence in all spheres of individual and collective activity so that the nation constantly rises to higher levels of endeavor and achievement. And the 11th one is very interesting because it kind of looks at, families in India. Who is a parent or guardian to provide opportunities for education to his or her child, or as the case may be, ward? And of course, the constitution at that time said of the age of 6 to 14 years, but I think we can kind of look at expanding that altogether and look at children of all ages. So, what does this really mean to me? Um, to me, this is a great reminder of what we have all come together and promised to do, right? I mean, we're citizens and we kind of really promised to do this. And therefore, really coming out of what I've gone through the last year in terms of the work I've been able to really collaborate with people on. I've realized that I think for me, it's going to be a lifelong dedication towards really upholding the Constitution of India. I'm proud to be an Indian, and I know that between last year and this year, something changed in me, and that I'm really going to be dedicating my life towards really bringing this Constitution to life in every way that I can. And with that, I thought I'd share this wonderful song that I've been humming for quite a few days now, um, which is, I'm sure you can guess it, Hum Honge Kamyab. And while I embark on this journey, I am mindful that um, a lot of the things that we start or continue the work of many people. Of course, I mean, there are so many thousands and lakhs of Indians who are striving to really bring the Constitution to life every day for every citizen, and I'm just joining that movement in a sense. But I hope and pray that I'll be able to see the needle shift in my lifetime. And with that, I'm going to sing. हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। हम चलेंगे साथ साथ, डाले हाथों में हाथ, हम चलेंगे साथ साथ एक दिन। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम चलेंगे हाँ साथ साथ एक दिन। होगी शांति चारों ओर, होगी शांति चारों ओर, होगी शांति चारों ओर एक दिन। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, होगी शांति चारों ओर एक दिन। नहीं डर किसी का आज, नहीं डर किसी का आज, नहीं डर किसी का आज और कल। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, नहीं डर किसी का आज एक दिन। ओहो मन में है विश्वास, पूरा है विश्वास, हम होंगे कामयाब एक दिन। जय हिंद।